Oh my God, guys, Dr. DisRespect's confessed to having an inappropriate communication with a minor. Oh my God, he reveals everything. He takes accountability. How many different clickbait videos have you seen permeate these websites over the past couple of days? But very few people actually go through the statement. Very few people have the ability to provide any receipts, and oh right, those people that can provide the receipts aren't. So this is once again another one of those situations. How many other examples, how many other people, both the pro they did it side and then the anti they are absolutely innocent side, how many more examples do you need of life ruination before you stop, assess, take a look around and realize that, hey, didn't actually say he did anything wrong. Okay, you might ethically, morally have a problem with that, and oh boy, we'll go through a few of those examples, but when the rubber hits the road, and no, it didn't hit no minor, you're going to realize that this is once again people with an axe to grind, getting somebody much more famous, much more successful than them, canceled. How Dr. DisRespect sponsors, okay, so this is the list of people, as of, what is this, Wednesday evening. These are all of the groups that have dropped Dr. DisRespect in light of his response, his statement, okay, so you have Turtle Beach, okay, his, I guess, peripheral sponsor, okay, definitely do it, because I know Turtle Beach headphones and stuff like that. FanDuel, okay, IGN also approached Skybound Entertainment to ask about the status of his 2019 deal with Guy Beam for a television show based on a streamer persona, but I guess it was only in the exploratory phase and never got off the ground, so that's kind of a dead man walking. But Dexerto has confirmed with 2K that Beam's name will disappear from NBA 2K24 in coming weeks once the Season 9 patch releases, and it is pointed out by Thorin right here, you know, the guy on the right image was literally, you know, gone through his own accusations back during his playing days and settled it out of court, and yeah, and is the cover player, but you do your virtue signaling. Yeah, no, exactly, okay? I've got nothing but respect for Kobe Bryant, okay? That was a guy who, one of the proto Me Too cases, some white girl got dicked down by a big dick NBA player, you know, ended up realizing that, you know, once you go black, you can't go back home. Retroactively withdrew consent and just about cost Kobe Bryant everything. But the NBA and the world was a different place at that time. He was allowed to continue to play, and yeah, like it says, settled out of court, and she would go on to 304 the rest of her time and money away, and then yeah, come out later and go, oopsie daisy, it was never what I accused him of doing to begin with, which is absolutely wild. But yeah, nobody wants to give Doc a fair shake on this one. It's wild, man. It's absolutely wild. But that's not it. Okay, that's not all. San Francisco 49ers have also cut ties with Beam, which I didn't even know that was the case. Okay, the next time you guys, well, maybe even by the time that you see this video, he might have lost more sponsorships. Don't know how many he has. Like I stated in the last time we talked about this, I don't really know Dr. DisRespect all that much, and all I know is that he's an incredibly popular streamer, or at least he was prior to his indefinite hiatus and prior to all of this stuff going down. Seems to be very good at what he does. He's relatively based from what I see, and yeah, he got done dirty by Twitch back in the cut. That's about it. That's all I knew about him. And when he had this Cody Connors cat come out and make the allegations, okay, the guy of this repute, because like I said, didn't know much about Doc, but what I did know about him, he seemed like a pretty decent guy, as opposed to Cody Connors. Yeah, if you're a single woman on a first date with a dude, and he makes any negative remark about Taylor Swift, you just gotta dip. This guy's clearly a moron. You just gotta keep it moving because you deserve better. It's like 2/10 of the way from him telling you that he loves the police, that just keep it moving, Sith. Yeah, and as the quartering points out, yeah, I'm sure he's just an unbiased, you know, child protector and not a weirdo leftist ideologue at all. But yeah, you had multiple low-level positions over at Twitch, and as I was running through this article, used to work at IGN as well, so yeah, this is a real stand-up individual, but people are running with his accusations. He got banned because he was talking to a minor on the Twitch Whispers product, so on their DM service that they used to have back in the cut, which Doc responded to. Doc responded to Tuesday, first thing in the morning, actually. It's a lengthy statement. We'll go through it because I think it deserves it. And 104 million people, and the dude continues to trend just like the Acolyte. every single moment of the day since all of this stuff came to light. But yeah, June 25th. But I thought it was earlier in the morning, and actually it was. And there's been 3 different versions of said statement, and the only thing that's changed, because you have the original statement, which is exactly like the third statement, but the second one, the first one, the first one is the same as the third one. While the current message, the current statement includes the line, "There were Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017. The answer is yes. In the edited version, the second one that came out, that is actually not there. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? Then yes, but this version was only up for less than an hour, and now it's the one that we see right here. So it's the same as the first one. It's just, it's interesting why minors got removed from that, which I've heard plenty of discussion on, okay? Because this could end up coming back to and reflecting incredibly poorly on Twitch as a platform itself for not properly vetting its user base, okay? Because in order to sign up for Twitch, and I think it was specifically for the whispers part of that stuff, you needed to be 18 years of age, okay? And that's why Twitch didn't want to come forward with all of this stuff back in the day. That's why there was an NDA in place. It's because if anybody's going to be held liable for stuff like this, it could be Twitch in the long term. But let's go through this statement. Okay, the Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the BS, okay, the effing BS language. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio, which is the first place that dropped him, which is probably, you know, that clip when he was playing the Elden Ring DLC where he just stopped streaming and the quality of the stream just completely dropped off a cliff at that point in time, because he probably got the message that, yeah, the studio is going to be disassociating from you. And he knew that things were, oh my God, it's like, okay, cool. Now we get to go back to the courtroom. Okay, this is going to be kicking off years and years of insanity. Great. Okay, cool. You know that vacation that we had planned for the end of the summer? Well, we just expedited those plans. But a lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made a painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families that I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Yeah, but without your likeness, without your ability to market the game that they're trying to bring to sale, yeah, that shit's dead on arrival, bro. Like, there's no bringing that stuff back. That's just going to be the game that Doc used to be attached to, and it's just going to go up like a fart in the wind. Oh well. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, NDA, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. And here we go. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. And that's what everybody's latching onto, okay? At least on the detractor side, or at least on the moral grandstanding side. Was he talking to a minor? Yeah, that's not great. Definitely not great, but what does he do for a living? Okay, he streams video games. He streams FPSs, okay? This isn't like somebody who streams retro games, okay? Taking a look at the demographics of somebody who primarily streams FPSs as opposed to, somebody who would stream old school platformers, Mario games, something like that, is probably a hell of a lot different. Okay, maybe, Nintendo games are a bad example, but his audience is probably primarily 15 or 16 years old, and might be on the high end of things. So yes, whisper messages with a minor. What could that be, honestly? Okay, because he's going to go on and tell you what they aren't, but be something as innocuous as, somebody reaches out, hey, you're my favorite streamer, you just go back and forth, only to find out, or just a later message that's down there. Yeah, when I was in homeroom, we were talking about who's your favorite streamer to watch, play Fortnite or Call of Duty. I think he plays Warzone, or used to. Like I said, I don't know specifically. Me and all my friends, we watch Doc. And then he comes to the realization that, okay, cool, that's great. Thanks for the support, and then just moving along from there. Could be something as simple as that. But were there real intentions behind the messages? The answer is absolutely not. That's obviously not the full story, because we don't have the messages, we don't have the other party who has not come forward in any meaningful fashion, and how could you possibly identify said individual? So he's claiming no intentions behind it, nothing untowards. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Inappropriate in what sense? Okay, because that's the important part, and another thing that people are latching onto. Inappropriate in the form of maybe breaking that parasocial relationship that streamers and content creators have with their audience, where you become too casual, too on the same level as them. And there's nothing wrong with staying grounded as a content creator. Okay, you're not high and mighty, you're not above everybody else. It's just Dr. Disrespect is a huge streamer. Okay, he's a big deal. He works with all of these brands. We've seen the ones that he's gotten dropped from. Companies and corporations that I will never get a chance to work with, or nor do I aspire to in my lifetime. Okay, so yeah, is he talking about maybe potentially being professionally inappropriate instead of just everybody jumping to the worst possible conclusion? That's very possible. Okay, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. Why doesn't anybody want to talk about that part? Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. Well, that's very important. Okay, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. Okay, I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and the case was resolved by a settlement. Yes, that's him getting the entirety of his contract paid out. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Yeah, exactly, because if Twitch could have recouped any of that massive contract by just simply turning over some evidence to the police, wouldn't you think they would have done that? Remember, Twitch is owned by Amazon, and Amazon is the biggest company in the fucking world. Don't you think that they'd have a couple of good lawyers, okay, on the ready if it was like, oh, okay, cool, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cancel your contract. We're going to ban you on the platform because you were doing things untowards and something unbecoming of a streamer. They would have been able to get out of it instead of having to pay everything out. Like, just use your brain instead of just seeing somebody at the worst possible point in their life and then dogpiling them. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll take absolute responsibility. I should have never entertained those conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I will own my stuff. This was stupid. Now, with all that said, don't get it mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no predator or, PDF. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me knows where I stand on those things and those types of people. That's a different level of disgust, and I hate even hearing about it. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get that out of here, obviously. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. My team, community, industry friends have all supported me. I apologize. I wish I could have said all of this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years, and we love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but you just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience. I don't give a care about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with the entire statement and think I'm a POS, that's fine. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not effing leaving. I'm not the same guy that made the mistake all those years ago. Yes, because this was in 2017. Okay, I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, right. I don't mind that statement. I really don't mind that statement at all because, yeah, it clarifies everything and presents his case in the best possible light, which is what I would anticipate. And yeah, okay, it's a little bit in character, a little bit hyperbolic, a little bit over the top with the cuss words and stuff, but it was clearly gone over by a professional. Compare and contrast that with the Midnight Society post that we went over in the previous video where it's like, yeah, we talked to everybody involved. A, how could you get a hold of the messages from Twitch? And B, how could you talk to the other party involved in from this. Clearly that was a haphazard announcement and ultimately going to be the linchpin that breaks the back of that company, but whatever. That's stuff to discuss in the future once, there are certain lawsuits that end up coming out, because for all of the people that are claiming a bunch of interesting things about Doc, there could be some defamation suits that are flying around, because now with all of those contracts being dropped, he has provable damages, okay? And those accusations that a lot of people are making, Casey Tron being memed into oblivion with her stupid response. I don't have that one pulled up, but it's your stereotypical e-thought crap that's out there. And in fact, the best example before we get to this one, okay, you got this goofy-ass Nadia chick who, wasn't she the one who painted leggings on and went to the gym and then got tossed out for her incredibly dim behavior and tried to play the victim? But here she is. I'm getting more hate for calling out people defending Dr. Disrespect for being a PDF than a Dr. Disrespect, the actual, like, oh, why would you continue to say that? Is WTF. It's like, imagine taking such a destructive situation like this and making it all about yourself. Just the life of a 304, huh? But as the quartering points out here, use your platform for 13-year-olds, yes, as a sales funnel to off-platform paywall services. Who do you think is buying those exactly? Maybe sit this one out. Yeah, man. Because Twitch does have a problem. Twitch needs a clean sweep. Let's get it all done. Banned, ejected. Why is this tolerated? Because they are big earners. In light of Dr. Disrespect's confession. Okay, listen, Grums. Okay, I like you. You're really good at your reporting stuff. You got this one wrong. A confession. A confession about talking to somebody under the age of 18. We don't even know. What were they talking about? We don't know. That's not a confession. Yes, it's time to clean house. So yeah, that's one way that people are morally grandstanding that, oh, Twitch is a cesspool, but now you want to come forward with this stuff. You were fine with it all back in the cup, but now you want to use this opportunity to grift your own sorrow and sadness. I mean, just take it outside, okay? And one of the worst trad thoughts out there, okay? I'll say it. All of these e-thoughts are exactly the same, okay? You got the Lily Gaddis N-word chick, a Lauren Southern backstabbing the conservative movement after she got everything she could out of it, Lauren Chen, Tommy Laren, chicks who find God later in life after they age out of wearing low-cut tops, okay? Melanie Mack, the quintessential gamer girl back in the cut, was losing and hemorrhaging viewership, and then all of a sudden decided to, pick up the Bible, do the old Lola Montez shtick, and grift morality. She's calling on Twitch to be shut down in the wake of the allegations against Dr. Disrespect and his admission to messaging a minor. Like, just stop it, all of you guys. Is Twitch a degenerate platform? I mean, we've talked about it over the past few months, the different metas that are out there of chicks just in different stages of disrobe. Yeah, they got themselves a problem. That's always what happens when you decide to bend over for leftists. You always end up running the risk, the very high likelihood that your platform is going to devolve into nothingness. But I still kind of think, man, like most of the platform, most of your heavy hitters, your big earners, like for as dumb as he is, okay, Hassan Piker still draws a big audience, okay? Kai Cenat's dumbass. He's the biggest one that's out there. The only reason that I even have Twitch in my search history is Maximilian Dude. He's a great streamer. Those are some of your biggest content creators, but you want to shut them down because you're really mad at the titty streamers, because you're really mad that you think somebody did something that they haven't even be convicted of, or there's evidence of him doing it. Like, just stop it. This is exactly like the completionist stuff that happened at the end of last year. Where was the proof that he stole any of the charity money? And now here we are, 6-7 months removed to that stuff, and he's still getting the scammer, he's still getting the thief, he's still getting the fraud accusations when none of it was proven at all whatsoever. You just had a couple of grifters wanting to get some clicks off of some outrage because people felt morally cheated because, oh, he robbed a charity. No, he didn't, okay? Or you have the religious types come out and want to preach their morality in the Nick Rekieta situation. It's hilarious. He's still out there streaming, which, yeah, by God, continue to do it. You continue to burn down what's left of your legacy. They want to say, oh no, you know, God forgives. Yeah, he was a church-going man every week. Where's your critique of the church on that one? Oh no, right. Not a real Christian, not a real church or anything like that. There's example after example of lives getting ruined. Like we brought up Kobe Bryant earlier. The Tates, what they're going through right now. Where's the proof of that stuff? Oh, you want to take out of context clips? How many times do we want to run back that one girlfriend video that Andrew has? You know the video, the spanking video that the girlfriend has come out not once, but twice to say was totally consensual. But no. Tate's a grifter, Tate's a bad man, Tate's abusive and dangerous. I don't know, perhaps it's just the news topics that have been coming up more and more recently, but I'm just getting to the point where, kind of like Doc, not in that case, just taking an extended break because people, I don't know, man, maybe they're just getting dumber. Maybe I'm just getting to that point where I'm starting to realize that there are just too many stupid, ideologically driven people that just can't see the truth, that just want to push their own agendas. Because as far as I can tell, by the text that is on the screen from the people that are involved, not anybody trying to sell out tickets to their own shitty band or somebody who's trying to show how good they are for the rest of the world by saying, oh, shut down Twitch, won't somebody please think of the children? For fuck's sakes, have an individual thought go through your fucking head. No, I'm not talking about just simple e-girls. Christ almighty, man. If Doc did the stuff that people are accusing him of doing, if it ends up coming out, if those messages end up coming out and he's 100% bullshitting, don't worry. Hopefully that vest, those glasses, and that wig can go right through a wood chipper. That's totally fine. But as of right now, the man has done nothing wrong, nothing worth cancellation, and nothing worse or worth morally grandstanding on. Go to hell, the lot of ya. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.